Welcome to Matters That Matter. In today's installment, we are going to discuss why our children are committing suicide. The recent increase in suicide cases among young people in Kenya should be a matter of concern to all of us. The statistics are startling, to say the least. I cannot forget the sad case of the young man of 20 years who had threatened severally to commit suicide and whose body was found dangling on a tree in Kakamega County. There is also that famous case of a 22-year-old student at Murang'a University who committed suicide. In yet another bizarre report, a 13-year-old Standard 6 pupil in Molo is said to have killed himself after being asked to report to school in the company of his parents. A more bizarre case was that of a 15-year-old Standard 8 pupil who took his life after losing his number one position to a classmate. Equally disturbing case was that of a 16-year-old Form 2 boy who committed suicide after playing an online game that encouraged one to take his or her own life. According to the World Health Organization, suicide is the second leading cause of death among those aged 15 to 29 years old. Psychologists have a lot to say about suicide. They link suicide to several causes. Suicide is sometimes attributed to several negative life events such as stress. Children who go through stressful events are all prone to suicide thoughts. What such children need more than anything else is love and understanding. I think this is the missing link. On another level, conflicts in the family, especially between parents, adversely affect children. It is therefore mandatory for parents, teachers, and all social actors to invest in support networks. Sometimes children indulge in suicidal behavior to emulate celebrities who committed suicide. We cannot also underestimate the role of the media. Sometimes the attention given to suicide is attractive to some young people who feel alienated and abandoned. This may explain the famous effect of the online game, which has 50 challenges, and the player is considered a winner when he or she goes through the last challenge, which requires the person to commit suicide. This game has claimed many lives of youngsters across the world. Strangely, the media attention given to this game attracts youngsters. Psychologists also tell us that anger may lead to a feeling of self-destruction. Anger sometimes originates from conflicts between children and their parents. Teenagers, especially those who are unhappy with their parents but do not have ways of expressing it, commit suicide as a means of punishing their parents. Parents have to be careful in handling challenges that their children face in the process of growing up. Let us get this right. Children hate being ridiculed and compared to others. They are affected by bullying, which elicits a sense of hopelessness and emotional despair. Suicidal tendencies may also be genetic. Suicide is said to run in some families. Most children who commit suicide have members of the family who also have either attempted or committed suicide. It is therefore important to take a keen look at family histories as we bring up children. But it is not useful to blame the victims of suicide as selfish and spoiled brats. We need to approach this phenomenon with empathy and compassion. Victim blaming is unproductive. We have to be sensitive to children when they voice their suicidal thoughts. We have to realize that often children get depressed and deeply affected by what goes on around them. We have to become more conscious about suicide and look out for early warning signs. It is important to listen to children and encourage them when they feel hopeless and guilty. When children lose interest in school, sports, and are withdrawn, irritable, anxious, then we have to raise our antennas. More importantly, we have to keep the lines of communication open and express our support and love for children, even when they annoy us. On that note, we come to the end of Matters That Matter. In today's episode, we focused on the reasons why children commit suicide. On behalf of my crew, Neka and Pambi, I would like to welcome you again and again for other episodes on Matters That Matter that come to you from Kahawa Sukari Estate, Kahawa Sukari Avenue 1335. I would like to welcome you to share, comment, like, and subscribe to this channel. I am Igara Kabaji saying goodbye for today.